Back here in Atlanta, time now for the men's 400 IM. Michael Phelps has the record set 9 years ago in Beijing. Phelps has mentored many, and one of those is in lane 3, Chase Kalish, who calls Phelps is like an older brother. He taught him to maintain composure, respect the competition, and he moved to Arizona to train with Phelps and Bob Bowman last year.
Yeah, and I was just talking to him, as I said earlier, right before the race. He's staying in Athens this summer and training at Georgia, where he went to school, and swimming with Jack Bowerly. They've been really working hard this week.
Olympic silver medalist in the 400 IM. In lane 1, Charlie Swanson, a freshman this year at Michigan, the Big Ten champ in the 400 IM. He was 7th at the trials last year. Gunnar BENTZ, junior this year at Georgia, Olympic gold medalist in the 800 free relay. Swam the prelims in Rio and had been 5th at the Olympic trials to claim a surprise spot. Chase Kalish won this event 3 weeks ago in Mesa, and he set NCAA and American records in the 400-yard IM in March. Jay Litherland, a junior this year at Georgia, the hometown kid from Alpharetta, about 25 miles north of here. Grant Sanders of Clearwater, Florida, 19 years old, swims for his younger brother Vance, who died in January 2015. He's now his inspiration. Carlos CLAVERIE of Venezuela, junior this year at Louisville, 2016 Olympian for Venezuela, was 15th in the 200 breast. Robert Fink is in lane 7, 17 years old, out of Clearwater, Florida, 7th in the 1500 at the U.S. Olympic trials. And in lane 8, Stephen Holmquist, a sophomore this year at Michigan. His father, Peter, also swam for the Wolverines. Jay Litherland, he stunned us when he beat defending gold medalist Ryan Lochte in the 400 IM at the trials. He had a great freestyle split.
Yeah, he sure did. Just touched out Lochte, who did not make the team in that 400 IM. The team, obviously, in the 200 IM and the relay, 800 free relay. Back training now. Just swam at the U.S. Masters Nationals, by the way, a couple weeks ago. Allowed to swim, still under suspension from last summer, but expected to make a full comeback here after the summer's over. We've got 3 Olympians right there in lanes 2, 3, and 4. BENTZ swimming that 800 freestyle relay in Rio, and Kalish and Litherland obviously representing in that 400 IM.
And then in lane 6, Carlos CLAVERIE of Venezuela, Rio Olympian. Rowdy, I just want to say one quick thing on that piece we saw on Chuck Burgess. An amazing piece. I know that was difficult for you to do the intro because he was your mentor. He was your friend.
He really was. And I mean, I could talk a half an hour on all the incredible things that he has done for our sport. And along with Michael Phelps, nobody has changed our sport more dramatically than Chuck. And he will certainly be missed, not only by me, but our entire swimming family.
USA Swimming membership has doubled to more than 400,000 in his 20 years at the helm. Chase Kalish in lane 3, the 23-year-old, senior this year at Georgia, NCAA champion in March in the 400 IM, setting NCAA and American records.
He is really having a good year. Like I said, when I was talking to him, he swam the 200 breast yesterday, went his best time, 2:11 plus. I think it's an event he could possibly even make the World Championship team on. And he told me he's probably not going to even swim it. It's going to be a tough double potentially with that 200 fly. He says he's concentrating on the 400 IM, 200 IM, and 200 butterfly in that order. In fact, he doesn't even swim a lot of breaststroke in practice. So I think he surprised even himself, especially considering what he was telling me about the workouts that he was doing this week. Just incredible.
His fellow Georgia Bulldog, Jay Litherland, a junior this year, out of the Dynamo Swim Club here in Atlanta. That's where he swam growing up, and they're the host club for this meet. And he's in the black cap, just below the leader Chase Kalish in the light cap.
Well, he's about 5 seconds faster than he was in the prelims. In fact, he split 3.7, 103.7 on that backstroke, and now is just running away with it. Once again, really working on his breaststroke, at least here in this race. He may not be doing a lot of it in practice, but boy, he has a strategy here, and he's working that breaststroke, and he's doing a great job in the execution part of this race, meaning he's really feeling that negative split type feeling. which means you go faster on the second 50 than you do on the first 50. So he's kind of building each 100, kind of ramping up, and then having great turns as well. Wow, and these are two Olympians behind him.
And he's got almost a 3 body length lead on Jay Litherland. That's going to grow exponentially as he changes to the freestyle here. It would have been easy to have a letdown after Rio. He took silver, 7/10 behind Japan's Kosuke Hagino. It snapped the U.S. streak of 5 straight gold medals in the 400 IM. Kalish expressed sorrow for letting the streaks die, but Rowdy, he said he's never been more excited to get back to work, and the season he's having so far has shown that.
And he's doing it right here. And I'll give you the epitome of what I think is going to be a tremendous summer for Chase Kalish. He went 109.7 on that breast. He was 35.4, reached the first 50, 34.2 the second 50. So he's not getting tired. He's starting to put his legs into it here. He was telling me earlier, I don't really have a kick. This is a guy that could even make the 200 freestyle on the 800, as far as the 800 free relay when we get to Indy here at the World Trials. He is running away with it and having a great time. He's going to be under 4:10.
Chase Kalish, 409.43.
Wow. That is the fastest time in the world this year. Unbelievable. That is just spectacular. That is the swim. It might just be the